the Low Post Podcast with Zach Lowe.
We need to talk about the block. An absolutely incredible play from a guy who I feel like we need to say this. Hyperextended his knee like basically yesterday.
Check out the Low Post Podcast on the ESPN app or wherever you listen to podcasts. This is Greeny with Mike Greenberg.
I opened the show with two thoughts, Buster, and I want your reaction to them. The first, they should have the home run derby in Denver every year. I don't care where they're having the All-Star game, but they should have the home run derby in that altitude every year. And second, when it's all said and done, Pete Alonso is going to be the greatest home run derby slugger in history.
Yeah, your first point is completely wrong and kind of stupid. Like, I love it being in different ballparks, okay? Your second point is absolutely dead on. Pete Alonso in the home run derby right now is Mike Tyson, Pete Mike Tyson in the late 80s. Everybody else in the event has their heart rate at 150, and Pete Alonso is absolutely comfortable. I think he's going to come back every year as long as he's the defending champion, and someone, as with Mike Tyson, has got to figure out how are you going to beat that guy now that he's figured it out.
Greeny with Mike Greenberg. Weekday mornings at 10 Eastern on ESPN Radio and watch exclusively on ESPN Plus. Janae and Golick Jr.
Baseball's always, in my mind, been like college football, where there's a very strange tension between the sport still being very regional in the way that it's always been, while also having a very big national hold in here. And the tension between that always manifests itself. And I've said baseball is now standing on equal footing with everyone else, but it's no doubt been led by Shohei Ohtani, right?
Janae and Golick Jr. Weekdays at 4 Eastern on ESPN Radio. And now, watch exclusively on ESPN Plus.
The Max Kellerman Show.
Oh, it's so gangster with the Lakers. But we had this conversation, this debate on First Take. What LeBron would do, whether or not he made Mount Rushmore, if he even played 5 more years with the Lakers and won another championship, he'd go into the Hall of Fame as a Laker. He would be most remembered as a Laker, believe it or not, for several reasons. One, he will have played, if he plays 5 more years for the Lakers, he will have played twice as long for LA as for Miami. And if he wins at least one more championship, he will have won twice as many championships for LA than he did for Cleveland. And because being a Laker, it's like being a Yankee. Like, that's what you're going to be known for, because like it or not, the Lakers are more important than every other franchise combined. Oh, that's got to gall people in Cleveland.
The Max Kellerman Show. Weekdays at 2 Eastern on ESPN Radio. Watch exclusively on ESPN Plus.